Okay, I'm Daryl Washington. I'm the family attorney. As you guys probably are aware now, we have now gotten positive confirmation that it was indeed Mia's body that they found. So, as you can imagine, it's been a very difficult day for the family. It's been extremely tough, and now the family are left to be making funeral arrangements at this time. So. Thus far, we still haven't personally heard from the Arden Villas apartment complex. I will tell you that has been very disappointing to the family. As we've said, not only was Miya a tenant, but Miya was also an employee. So you would like to think that in these days and times that your employer would reach out to the family and offer their condolences. So that still have not taken place, and it's just the right thing to do. I will tell you, over the course of the last day or so, what we have learned about this young man, and again, I don't like to reference him as a young man because he was indeed a predator, what he did to this young lady. But what we have learned, this was not his first incident. This was not his first incident at the Arden Villas apartment. There have been a number of people who have dealt with this guy on a personal basis. And I will tell you, it's very sad that management couldn't have gotten a hold of this much sooner. Got a call right before I came here today. It was a family lady, I think it's the Sabin Apartments. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct, but it was an apartment complex where he previously worked. And someone had an incident where he was standing in the apartment complex, in lady's apartment complex, without her permission. So this is something that has been going on for quite some time now. We know that there's been a statement that's been issued by the Arden Villas that they conducted an extensive background check. Well, if they conducted an extensive background check, it definitely was not extensive enough. It was not the type of background check that should be conducted when you are giving someone free access to somebody's apartment. So again, that's something that is very hurtful to the family, because Miya was not dealing with an illness. This was a vibrant young lady who was living her life, and her life was taken away from her as a result of the negligence of this apartment complex. So that is what's so very hurting. It's sad that there are so many young ladies and women in Orlando and throughout this country who are living in fear. Young ladies should be focusing on their schoolwork, but now they are having to get ready for a protest because they don't feel safe. They don't feel like the Arden Villas is doing the things that they promised they were going to do when they entered into a lease agreement with them. There's not proper security. There's inadequate lighting, and people just don't feel comfortable staying there at this time. And I think that the Arden Villas and all apartment complex owes it to their tenants and everyone to make sure that they're safe. People should definitely not be paying to live in fear. I mean, there have been some indication. We at this time, I'm just not going to discuss it in particular. It's really bad, and the family just don't want to really hear and talk about that right now. But we will be releasing what was told to us about Miya.
What do you think about the idea that the apartment complex is now saying that it's by appointment only for coming in? But is that good enough?
It's definitely not good enough. And again, if it's something that they're doing right now, why weren't they doing it before? There's just so many major questions that we want to ask. Why did that person have free access to Miya's apartment and everybody else's apartment? It just makes no sense at all.
What do you all think about the management of the apartments?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Have you heard anything from the management of the apartments?
We have not been personally contacted by anyone from the management. I will tell you, right before I came here today, I have been contacted by their attorney. But other than that, I have not had any personal communication with the Arden Villas. We've reached out multiple times, and each time that we tried to talk to them, they were in meetings. They weren't available. And this is the same thing that we've been hearing from tenants. Every time they try to reach out to the Arden Villas, management of the Arden Villas, they don't have time. So I can understand and see why they're not responding to me if they're not going to respond to tenants who are paying to stay there.
What did their attorney say to you?
Just basically introduction. That was, it was not very much. So
Where do you all stand as far as possible legal action? Where does that stand?
I mean, obviously, we've always said from the start that we believe that the Arden Villas were negligent. We believe that they put Mia's life in danger by the mere fact that they hired this guy. I mean, just a basic background check would show that this guy had some hits on his records. And for the Arden Villas, again, to say that this guy had a clean record, I just don't understand. One of the things that we really want to see and we would really be interested in seeing, because this was someone with access to Mia and other tenants' apartments, what type of reference checks did they do? Did they call his prior employer and ask them what type of employee he was? Did they just talk perhaps to people at the last apartment complex that he worked at and ask them what type of experiences that they have with him? These are things, and these are some of the changes I think that needs to be made, because people look at when they're hiring a maintenance employee, perhaps they look at that as not a very important position, but that is an extremely important position, because these are people that's gone into people's apartments. So if you're going to have access to individual's apartment, then we need to make sure that there's a proper background check and reference checks. You want to talk to people from his last employer.
Can you tell us they have...
So we're listening into this press conference again. Unfortunately, the family not stepping out, but their attorney saying that they have had it confirmed that the 19-year-old was that body that was found in Florida over the weekend. So what we're going to do is continue to listen into this press conference live here on Live Now from Fox, but some viewers are going to be going into a quick 2 break.
Just start working. I mean, but one thing that I think they need to hire somebody who knows how to work their key fob system. It was my understanding the only reason that they weren't able to discover that he was in that apartment much sooner was because the manager at that complex did not know how to work the system. And this is what we're being told. So again, you will learn when you learn additional facts how Mia was killed. I mean, there are important questions that we need to have answered. We don't know in what condition did she leave that apartment complex. We don't know whether she was already dead or she was still alive. But what we do know that there were critical hours that was lost. I mean, and that's the thing that is very, very disheartening. There was a sheriff detective. There was also a security officer who was at the scene and who had the opportunity to talk to the suspect and detain him. And I think that was very critical, and that was a serious moment when they didn't take advantage of that opportunity to make sure that they detained that gentleman, to make sure that he answered the right questions.
So now, did the sheriff's office give the family or you a time of death? Because we know obviously when she went missing, but do we know exactly a window of when the death occurred? Have they released that information?
I have not been able to get you that detail. And again, those are things that are extremely important to us. Obviously, you know, with Mia being found over 7 days later in this type of weather that we had in Florida, it was very difficult for them to be able to get the type of information that you normally could when somebody's deceased.
And I understand you want to respect the family's wishes, and I get that, but can you tell us perhaps why the sheriff's office isn't releasing what happened, if they know? Because you're saying that you all know, right? Family knows.
I mean, there are some bits and pieces, and again, I just haven't gotten the full answer, and I have not gotten the answers that I feel comfortable enough giving it out to the public. And when I give that information, I want to make sure that it's clear and detailed information. But one of the things I saw today is that the investigation is still ongoing. And I thought I heard at the last press conference that I think Sheriff Mina gave that it was basically closed. The manner in which this happened, I still have a lot of questions. I have questions whether it was only that person that was involved in it, or was it multiple people? But I know when you look at the window that they allegedly left out of, it just seems to be, it's very strange that one person would be able to pull this off by himself.
So, sir, can you be clear on who your defendants would be in any litigation? Will it be the sheriff's office and the owners of Arden Villas? Will those be the two defendants? Will there be more?
Right now, what I can tell you is our focus is on the Arden Villas. I have not gotten information. I have not gotten the information where I want to say that the sheriff's department would be a defendant.
To follow up on that, have you looked over the terms of the lease of Arden Villas? In other words, have you found things that they weren't living up to, or seeing things that they said they were doing that weren't doing? What specifically are you going to pursue Arden Villas for? Is it what are the terms that you're going out?
We haven't gotten any documentation. The application, stuff that Miya actually completed and was bound to, those are the type of things that we were trying to get copies of, because in most lease agreements, they tell you that they're going to give you a 12-hour window. They tell you that they're going to give you prior notice. So that's the type of information we really want to be able to see if there are additional violations that were made by the Arden Villas.
So, sir, we know that the sheriff's had an opportunity to talk to Caballero before eventual getting that warrant. Now, you're saying that because they couldn't get into the FOB system here in enough time, police weren't able to get that info and arrest him before anything could even go further.
Correct. And I mean, they had him right there. And one of the things that we just recently heard just talking to people, and it's very bothersome, and I have not been able to confirm it, is that one of the deputies that were actually out on the scene made the comment that this is not priority. And you know, when you have these type of cases, it should always be priority. Parents know their children, and if a parent tell you that their children or their kid is missing, that is priority. That becomes an immediate priority. You know that we all know that Miya had a scheduled flight to Miami that she didn't show up for. I mean, that's enough information to make that a priority. We understand that the suspect had bruises on his hands. He had bruises, he had cuts on his face. I mean, there were just a number of things that I think gave them enough of credible information to detain this guy. And in fact, what was he doing there at 4 o'clock in the morning? What was the purpose for him being there asking questions? I mean, he clearly he asked them a question, are you looking for Miya? I mean, how is he going to be able to make that type of question? How is he going to even ask that if he didn't know anything about what was going on? So that alone should have given them enough of information to say, wait a minute, we really need to talk to this guy. And again, you will find, based on the conditions in which he was found, that they had enough information. They would have had enough of information to see that this guy had been involved in a serious incident.
And do you see any changes in law due to this situation?
I will tell you, the family is going to be starting a foundation where they're going to be actively advocating for some change in law. The young students from Central Florida, they also have a bunch of demands that they're trying to get some change, and we have been in talks with a number of individuals about actually changing the law. So I will tell you that based on the feedback that we have been getting from people all over the country and here in the state of Florida, that there is going to be some change that's going to come about this. Sadly, it took Miya losing her life to bring about the change. But if you really think about it, people who are living in apartment complexes, they're going to sleep at night not knowing that there is someone that has free access to their apartment. And I think now people are really starting to think about just how serious of an issue that really is.
Mr. Washington, also, we know obviously about Caballero as the prime suspect here, right? But do we have any idea if he was working with anybody? Is there any information? Because if the apartment complex did tell us that there were no documented cases between Miya and him. So if we're just trying to determine, was he targeting her? Was he working for somebody? Do you think this case is closed, or is this still an ongoing investigation where somebody else could be out there with this?
I will tell you, it's about at least 50 family members that's here in Orlando that say that they weren't going to leave until they found Miya. There are at least 100 family members who are saying that we're not going to stop fighting until we get all the answers. So just to answer your question, I don't think this investigation is nearly closed. There's a lot of unanswered questions. All right.
And as far as the next steps, just to make sure we're on the same page, possible mitigation, at what point will the family start making the funeral plans? I know they're going to be honoring her at Carnival this weekend. Can you talk a bit about the next steps?
Well, right now the family, they're currently making funeral arrangements. Again, we just got the positive identification today. So that just, the fact that it took that long to get the positive identification gives you an idea of what this young lady had to go through, because generally it doesn't take that long. But we expect that we should be hearing something about the funeral arrangements in the next day or two, and we definitely going to let you guys know this in the press release.
Do you guys know at all if there was a weapon involved?
That has not been released to us.
Talk about, last question for me, how important is that carnival, not celebration, but that carnival event that will honor her this weekend in South Florida?
I mean, you have the Soka family. This is something that is extremely important. This is something that Miya has been doing since she was a young kid. Her parents have been involved. They actively involved in the carnival in Miami. And, you know, to have them not be involved in it this year is really hurtful to the entire family. And but the family wants everybody to go on in honor of Miya.
Hey, Mr. I got one more if you don't mind. So of all the apartment complexes, I know you right now you're targeting or looking at litigation against Arden Villas here, but you know, there's so many college apartment complexes out here that literally operate with the same wheel that this place does. Have you pursued litigation against a college apartment complex before for anything similar to this, or is this a new territory for you as well for what you're seeing with this case?
It is primarily, we've had to pursue it up from a security perspective, not having proper security at the apartment complex for crimes being committed. This is, I think this issue is being so talked about because nothing has really been done about it in the past. People really haven't looked at it because you really haven't had too many situations like a Miya, where the maintenance employee has actually gone in there, kidnapped the person and killed the person. But now that this has happened, people are really coming forward and telling about their stories. And when people tell these stories, we're gonna have to listen to it. I had one lady tell me that the maintenance man showed up in her apartment and nobody believed her. I mean, they say this is impossible for the person to just be in your apartment. Obviously, y'all must have a relationship going. I mean, so you have situations like this where people didn't feel comfortable coming out and speaking about it, but now people are talking about it all over, not just Florida, but all over the country. And again, it's one apartment complex in particular here in Orlando, and I can't tell you the name. I can't remember the name of it, but it was another lady where that same gentleman went into her apartment without her permission, and they put so much pressure on the apartment complex now is going to evict them. So they don't want this to go forward. They are not wanting them to tell the story, and they say, if you don't leave, we're going to evict you. So it's, again, this is going on, and they're just taking advantage of the tenants.
But that wasn't Armando, was it?
It was him.
It was him, okay.
It was him, yes. It was him. So again,
that's what he said, yeah.
It was the same person, that actually did this to the lady. All right? Thank you guys.
Sir.
All right.
Appreciate it. How much